Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Art Whisper 88. This is Bristol plate or cardstock, and I have used my fat Sharpie to trace out some organic shapes here, kind of like amoeba shapes. Now they are all rounded and curved, and I will use them to create some kind of composition on this 18 by 24 Gelli plate. Now I'm using this size because it's a very large plate and I want to fill in the working area. So I'm going to start by cutting out these shapes. And I'm just going to cut these roughly, not trying to be too perfect here, but I want to preserve the curved shape, not to make any jagged edges. Okay, and then as usual I have a positive and a negative shape. Now, it is a natural tendency for our mind or our brains to associate certain shapes with something that's familiar. And this might look like an octopus or a squid or a mushroom. But I enjoy the fact that it's ambiguous. It's not literal. So you can interpret this in your own way. And that's the beauty of abstraction. Okay. So I'm just going to keep cutting until I have enough to work with. Now, while I am cutting, which is not a very exciting thing to watch, I have some wonderful submissions from some familiar faces and some newcomers. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, I had to make some technical adjustment since the vertical format doesn't fit in the camera frame. I decided to change my mind and make this a landscape format. So before I arrange my shapes, I have here a Posca marker in orange, and I'm just going to draw some random lines. Now this will give the piece a little bit of movement and a little bit of brightness. Okay. So I have here my cut shapes. I'm going to let the shape extend beyond the picture plane. Okay. So I'm going to use as a background color, this is phthalo green by Acrylic. Give it a good shake. And I'm going to mix in some green gold. And instead of a brayer, I will use a brush. I will start with green gold. So this way I am applying the paint to the open areas, avoiding the closed areas. Just getting rid of the high spots, making sure that it's nice and flat. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to allow this to dry, and then I'm going to apply a second layer. Let me just clean up some of the over. Okay. So let this dry for a little bit, and I will be back in a few minutes. Just going to add a few marks with my magic wand here. This is my Richardson watercolor paper, cold press. And I'm using the smooth side. Now, since I'm picking up 2 layers simultaneously, I will leave this on for about 5 to 6 minutes. I'm just applying a very firm, even pressure with my hand, just to make sure there's proper contact between the paper and the Gelli plate. Okay, so I'll be back in about 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, it's been about 6 minutes. Let's see how we made out. This should be interesting. Wow, the textures are really something. Okay. Very cool. It's better than I expected. I didn't anticipate the textures of the brush strokes and the copper paint showing from underneath. So I think that's really cool. So I'm going to air dry this and then do a recap. I was planning to do a third layer with black and some orange, but I really like this. I think I should stop, and I think it has more impact just being simple the way it is. So I'll be back in a few minutes, so don't go away. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes under the fan. Now here is a close-up. I like the brush strokes. And actually the magic wand made some interesting effects. Now the white areas are not tears. They're just, I call them holidays. They're like the spots where the paint did not transfer. But it adds an interesting speckled effect. As you can see, the copper is peeking out from under the brush strokes. And there's this organic texture created by the brayer. So there you go. I really had a lot of fun doing this abstract landscape, and I hope you like this video too. Please share this with your friends, give me a thumbs up. Please do pay a visit to artwhisper88.com, which is my storefront, and any sales or donations will keep this channel going. And thank you, all you wonderful viewers who submitted your entries to share with everyone. We are a ever-growing and fascinating community of talented artists. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.